Whack, whack. Whack, whack.
Not too long ago, we returned from what I hope was our last trip for at least a couple months. I'm naturally a homebody, so I prefer to be here on the farm, here at home. For those of you who may have missed it, back in October, I took a trip personally, leaving the family back here on the farm to tend the farm by themselves, while I went to attend the Profitable Market Farm Workshop, the Profitable Market Garden Workshop, conducted by Curtis Stone. But this time, this past trip, we took to Rosecreek Farm as a family. Yes, the whole family went with me, and we went back to Rosecreek Farm. I went back with the family to attend the Lean Farm Summit. And I actually had the opportunity to see Curtis Stone again, and Ray Tyler and his family as well. I also had the privilege of meeting Ben Hartman, who operates Clay Bottom Farm, and he's also the author of the Lean Farm book. Ben gave a number of great presentations. He and Curtis also partnered up in conducting mastermind sessions where they spent 45 minutes with each farmer, helping the farmer to develop solutions for their specific problems on their farm. At the summit, attendees were instructed on how to use a number of tools that are very beneficial to have on a market farm, market garden. And those tools were the BCS walk-behind tractor, the paper plot transplanter, which is really cool, a super fast and effective way to transplant lettuce and many other crops. And there were a couple epic moments that happened during this summit. One of those epic moments happened when Ben Hartman gave a talk on compost. He went outside, he took the whole group outside while he stood on top of this huge compost pile that Ray had there. And he talked about compost. And as he was talking about compost, standing on top of this pile, the sun was just setting right behind him. It was just beautiful. Also during the summit, Michael Kilpatrick of Infield Consultants gave a number of neat and informational PowerPoint presentations. He also went over some things in the field, but another epic moment came, yes, the second epic moment that we're gonna talk about came when he brought out the farmer's friend, Pyro Weeder, just after sunset, just after twilight when it was dark. And you just gotta check it out, here it is. Another presenter at the Lean Farm Summit was a man that I really like his work. I really appreciate the work that he is doing, and that is Diego Footer. And Diego, for those of you who don't know, he hosts the podcast Permaculture Voices. And that podcast was very influential to me as a farmer because it provided me with the information that I needed to have to know where to go to make our farm profitable and to learn the things that we need to learn from the movers and shakers in this industry. Permaculture Voices is actually how I originally heard about Curtis Stone and the work that he is doing. So I appreciate all the work that Diego does and having that podcast and the work that he does. So it was totally neat being able to meet Diego. I've been wanting to meet him for some time, so it was neat to be able to meet him. And to close out the summit, Ray Tyler gave a very informational talk about growing salad greens in the South in the summer. In conclusion to his talk, he gave a very touching talk on why he farms to begin with. And some of those things he talked about in the interview that I did with him. If you want to see that video, that interview, make sure you check it out there. He talked about why he farms, and it is still to this day one of my favorite interviews that I have given on our vlog. But that's just kind of what my perspective was during the Lean Farm Summit. But let's see what the family, since they were there too, let's see what they had to say. All right, so I just told everybody my perspective of being at Rosecreek Farm. How was your time at Rosecreek Farm?
My time was great, playing with Asha and Ahava.
Who are they?
Mr. Ray Tyler's kids.
Oh wow. And I bet they had a fun time, because you know what? I got to see some of the pictures and a little bit of the video that they did, that Lacie took while they were playing. Was somebody on a trampoline?
Yeah!
How was your time there?
It was really fun.
Cool. You want to go back? Yeah. So I think the kids may have had even more fun than I did. Let's see what Lacie says about her time at Rosecreek Farm.
I think we all had a really good time. It was nice to meet another family that is actually really successful in their market garden and seeing how they do things. I had a good time helping out with all the food prep for the master class and everything, and we had a good time watching the kids too. On the last 2 days there were a bunch more kids that came, and so I was helping out watching them while their parents could learn, and we had a lot of fun together.
And I'm sure most of you don't know that Ray Tyler and his family, they're getting ready to be fellow yurt dwellers as well. Yes, they're setting up a yurt right now. But one of the things that I liked about being at Rosecreek Farm, one of the things that I got to see the video on, because Lacie took the video, it was so neat and so cute. I'm glad that she took the video because I wasn't actually there in person to see it, is when they were doing songs together. And it was so cute because this little guy here was in the song.
Great and wonderful day. All right, now this it. Here we go. My God, it is here. My God is here. My God is here today.
Well, that's it for this vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
Say bye.
Bye. Bye.
Let's go. Front yard.